Okay, so my house is being torn apart. On the right up, you can see the status icons for your buildings. If they get destroyed, you fail the night. That is quite logical, especially for the house. Even if I think they might survive without a barn, for example. It is said that you are going to get be protecting as well, but oh well. Drink the Canadian whiskey. Okay, we'll be drinking it down. Like that. Oh, I hope you enjoyed it. Fire! It's pretty nice that even this kind of fire gives me more of that fear factor, even it I suppose it kind of, well, it's nice. And logical too. Fools should fear fire. Stay away from me. There you go. 10 cents. That's nice. Okay, house is protected from the wolves. I suppose that might have been a grand wolf, at least it looked a little bit different. Some nodding.
They speak to me. I hear them. But especially I see. I see the beasts. They were sent by the devil.
Something interesting is going on.
What happened?
I don't know. She started shaking like a crazy person. Then she let out an awful scream and fell to the ground.
I never should have let you stay here. You just bring bad luck.
There was nothing I could do, I tell you. Go get Dr. Lamontagne.
I don't know what happened. The bridge to Wolvesvale was burned down. We'll have to wait till morning.
Well, the next enemies we're gonna be meeting up are werewolves. When the soul of a human is corrupted by the devil, it can escape its body at nightfall to go werewolf. The soul can then locate a wolf or dog and possess it. Soon after, the animal grows to monstrous size and acquires distorted features along with greatly increased strength. Retaining part of its human intellect, the werewolf is a cunning and relentless predator that will often lead large packs of wolves. Very resistant to all personal weapons except those that are blessed, so they're definitely way harder to kill. Chapter 2: Desires and Regrets.
My lord, forgive me. I was overcome with desire. What have I done? What have I done?
What have I done?
You're only a man, LCR.
Who's there? Who are you?
But you just now invited me.
To a very
When you
stylish
tried to attack
level.
your servant Josephine after she'd refused your advances, I thought we had some affinities. But when you let the fire spread in your church after Josephine hit you with the candelabra, when you accused her in front of all the villagers of the crime that you had in fact committed, that was when I knew we were going to do great things together. And that is what brings me here to make an offer you can't possibly refuse concerning your lovely and inaccessible servant.
That does feel more like intimidation and not like persuasion. Oh, and now we're in the strategy mode. This is great. This is still a tutorial, so I can only place the traps where it wants me to, but later on we can then decide where we are going to be placing the traps. And as you can see, this is the house and the area that we were protecting last night or walking through last night. So along this area we can be placing traps, etc. So yeah, let's get going with it. I see them. The beasts want to carry me back to their master, and then they'll attack tonight. I even feel the presence of a werewolf.
Omens. The Omen cards represent Josephine's visions, and they help you plan your defense for the coming night. This shows the type of enemy that will attack. Leaving your cursor over a card will show you a lot of information about that enemy type. This is the number of enemies that will attack from this area. The attacking order of the Omen cards depends on what wave they belong to. During the night, a new wave will not attack until the previous wave has been defeated. You can choose which waves you see on the map with the filters on the right side of the screen. The last icon on the card represents what their target is for the night. In this case, it's your house. If you click on a card, you'll see the enemy's path to their target. Plan your strategy with the help of these Omen cards.
So we shall. Now that I know where the beasts are going to attack from, I'll set full traps to help me tonight. Okay. So, wolf trap. Place it there and here. And let's look at the tutorial.
The wolf trap. You can walk over your wolf trap without worry. You won't set it off. A wolf trap will automatically activate when an enemy walks over it.
I'll also try to lure other beasts under hanging nets. So then we can be placing a few hanging nets over here. Here. And here. Yes, let's have a look.
The hanging net. The number above the net represents the amount of enemies underneath your trap. All you have to do is aim and shoot the net to bring it down on your enemies.
Okay. Okay, I finally finished setting my traps. Now I just need to wait for nightfall. You start every night at your house. Click on the Start Night button to put your plan to the test. Okay. Let's get started then. For the very first night that we have traps. Kill all the wolves. And the first wave was going to be coming from here. The normal wolves. One of you come here so I can get you into that trap. Just like that. Like that. Okay, then where did the next one come from? There, of course. Then we shall be running there. And I have my rifle loaded up. That's good.
Detection. Enemies can see and hear you. If an enemy gets too close to you, it will see you and attack. The circle around your hero on the minimap represents the sound he makes. When you move, you make more noise.
I do enjoy the music too.
An enemy will detect you if its dot on the minimap enters your circle. Certain actions like firing your rifle or shouting create a lot of noise. When an enemy hears you, a marker will appear at your feet. This marker represents the last place an enemy heard you. All enemies that heard you will go to this marker. If the enemy does not see or hear you again, he will leave the area after a short period of time, and the marker disappears. The dashed circle on your mini-map is the range of your shout. Use this ability to lure enemies under your traps.
Very logical. As said, the minimap or the map is very useful in this game. Definitely. Lure all wolves under the net.